Good day and thanks for watching Your TV Halton, which is truly local television. This is the show called Local Matters, where we discuss local matters here in North Halton. My name is Mike Cluett, your host, and I'm here as always, supported greatly by my good friend up in Halton Hills, Ron Norris, counselor in Halton Hills. Ron, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty darn good this morning. And I brought my friend, the Grinch, as you can see here, and I'm hoping we can see on the camera. Mike, this is the Happy Grinch.
The Happy Grinch.
This is a Happy Grinch. Just remember that through the whole story, you know, he wasn't the best guy, but here's your hero in the whole thing was the dog. Because when you think about it, Mike, in the whole story, he stayed as a good guy despite all the antics. Of the Grinch. And then once the Grinch finally saw the light, they both sat at the dinner table, enjoyed their Christmas dinner. But really the story is, just remember, the star is always the dog.
All the kids in Whoville, all
Yes.
that type of stuff. And he had, I always thought about it, the eternal faith
Yes.
that he had in the Grinch. He knew that the Grinch was going to be a good person, or is a good person on the inside, and he just held out the faith. So
Just remember the dog.
it's a great Christmas story, and yes,
Yeah.
don't forget the dog. We had a fantastic week of Santa Claus parades recently, and as I'm just adjusting my volume here, sorry about that, folks. We had lots of Santa Claus parades in the community in Milton this past Saturday. Thousands of people. What a fantastic day. It was sunny, it was bright, a little chilly. The wind came up a little bit near the end, but people lined the streets of downtown Milton on Main Street. And it was heartwarming to see, because it was just a great show of the Milton community when we come out to support these events and the true spirit of Christmas. There were smiles, there were laughter, the kids, and the floats were just absolutely fantastic. And just a fantastic day to be part here in Milton. And we had the Batman. I don't know if you had the Batman up in yours.
We didn't. He visited you guys this time.
He came down to Milton, but of course, all roads lead to Milton. But that's beside the point. But we had the Batman come out, and he would drive the Batmobile up, and he would stop and walk around the car a little bit and go back down. And it was just a fantastic event. The floats were well decorated. Shout out to our friends, the Special Friends Network. They had a fantastic float as always. These kids in this group are always great. The Dads of Milton, which is a group of men in Milton who go out and do some charitable giving and helping out. We're sort of patrolling and being the ushers of the float. So shouts out to them again, and just everybody involved. It was just a fantastic day, beautiful weather, and you couldn't ask for anything better. But I'm sure there was the Georgetown parade, because the pictures that I saw were absolutely fantastic. Was just another incredible event as well.
Well, we were challenged a little bit there, Mike, with the weather, because first of all, we had Acton during the afternoon, and we had a little bit of thunder happening, but then, the parade went off without the rain, and the rain came after. And then what happens is that we go back to Georgetown, and it's drizzling the whole time. But I was privileged to be able to co-host the parade with Melanie Fraser, the CEO of the Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce. And it was drizzling, we were getting ready, and then when the parade started, the rain held off. And we were able to enjoy the parade. Mike, despite the weather, a lot of people came out, and if you get an opportunity to watch the parade on Halton Hills or on Halton Your TV, it's going to be coming up shortly. You will see there was a ton of people that were there despite the weather. Great floats, as you were talking about. The bands were awesome. We had new and different groups that showed up, and then the same guy that was in Milton and the same guy that was in Acton showed up at the very end of the Georgetown parade. I don't know how he does it, Mike. I don't know how he does it, but Santa was at all three.
We give him special treatment when it comes to travel. He usually gets a police escort to make sure that he makes each and every one of these parades, and to be able to greet the kids. And sometimes he uses a little bit of magic in between. Like he's magical. Come on, it's Santa Claus.
It is.
And no, it was just a fantastic weekend of events. And again, you can go to yourtv.tv and check out the Milton Halton Hills schedule for the showings of those parades that are going to be broadcast probably throughout the month of December as well. So as you're getting close to Christmas, and if you're feeling in the Christmas spirit and you want to watch the parades, definitely tune in to Your TV Halton, and which is channel 100 on Epico, channel 700 on the HD if you have the regular box, and if you're still on standard, channel 14. But speaking of Santa Claus parades, and I'd always mentioned each and every year, this area gets the last Santa Claus parade in Canada, and on December 21st, Sunday, December 21st, just mere days before Christmas, the 51st annual community Campbellville Country Christmas Parade is going to be held along Main Street in Campbellville, Ontario, just a little bit outside the main area of Milton, but it's always a fantastic event. It's very community oriented. Excuse me, I get a little verklempt on this one, but it's a fantastic event. Community comes out, and again, it's the last one before Christmas comes. And as you know, Santa's busy, but he makes his way back to this area each and every year to talk about his annual, to come out and bring in the holiday season. So that's on Sunday, December the 21st from 1:30 to 3:30 in Campbellville, right along Main Street. So take your friends and family. And there's usually a little bit of weather, because we know when we get around that latter part of December, you get that holiday Christmas weather, meaning snow. And so far we don't have too much of it right now.
Well, good on Santa, as busy as he is, to still remember Campbellville, even that close to Christmas. So, Campbellville, you're really spoiled if you're getting Santa that close when you know how busy he is. No.
Absolutely. And Santa's going to be visiting Milton a few times throughout at the Santa at the Fairgrounds. And December 6th and 7th, so those are the weekends, December 13th and 14th, and December 20th and 21st, there'll be Santa at the Fairgrounds, where you can get your picture taken with Santa Claus and have some holiday vendors. There'll be lots of vendors, people selling their wares, so you can get those last-minute gifts, trinkets, and all the other fun things that you can get for Christmas, and they're all homemade. And specifically on the 13th and the 14th, if you contact the Milton Fall Fair or the Santa at the Fairgrounds Facebook page, they have a sensory-friendly Santa visit that's going to be going on, and I believe it's from 10 to 11 on the 13th and the 14th of December, where for, people with sensory issues, children with sensory issues, and no one's going to be forcing anybody to put sit on Santa's lap. So it's going to be sensory friendly on December 13th and 14th, and you can contact the Santa at the Fairgrounds group, and I'll have the link on our Facebook group as well to contact them. You can send an email and book in advance. Santa Morgan, who's going to be there with the vendors there. Photos are $15 each. There's no entrance fee, but they are going to be looking for donations to the MCRC Infant Food Bank. So if you have diapers, baby food, formula, the baby cookies, anything along that lines, you'll be able to drop off that and collecting the donations for a great organization, MCRC, and their Infant Food Bank. So that's December 6th and 7th, the 13th and the 14th, the 20th and the 21st, Santa at the Fairgrounds. So grab your picture with your family and come out and see some of your friends in the community.
Right. And not to be outdone, and in the spirit of Christmas, it's really great that we get a lot of lights showing up throughout December, and we have two major ones happening in Halton Hills. We start with the 18th season of Light Up the Hills. It'll run from December 1st to January 11th. This will be at the Dominion Gardens Park. And if you've never been there before, Mike, and if you're driving along Guelph Street in Georgetown, you see some really spectacular lights. But take the time, drive into the Maple Avenue parking lot and walk through. You will see some tremendous lights, a great opportunity to take the kids or take the whole family just for an evening. But it starts on December 1st when they have the inaugural light up, and you're welcome to come there. Now, it's free for anybody. There's no charge, but there is many opportunities to help raise money through the whole thing. The group from Light Up the Hills has what they call the Forever Paw Print Legacy Balls, and they're available to purchase online, and you can check with Michelle Cameron, president of Light Up the Hills, for more information on that. There's also raffle tickets for 2025 that'll be on sale until December 11th. Some of the prizes, Mike, include tickets to the Toronto Maple Leafs box seats, and there's going to be quilts, a slew of gift cards valued at $100 each. So this is a great opportunity to support Light Up the Hills, who actually puts on the most spectacular light show, and now in the 18th season. And not to be outdone, this is the inaugural event for Acton's Festival of Holiday Lights. Now, this is hosted by the Downtown Acton BIA. And Mike, we talked about it in the last show, the legacy of Matt Galliford. This was one of his babies. He put this into play, but you can tell by the legacy and how much Matt was loved in Acton. They have grabbed a hold of this, the Acton BIA, plus some amazing volunteers, and they're going to have their inaugural light up on Saturday, November 29th at 6:30. So guests can come by, you can enjoy refreshments, join the countdown to light up the park, and the lights will run in Prospect Park from 5 to 11 daily until the beginning of February 2026. Now they're saying it is an outdoor walking tour event, so dress for the weather, because as you were saying earlier, we just don't know what we're going to be having. Now, you may be viewing this broadcast after the initial startup for the celebrations, but please come out. They're going to be going all the way through December, all the way through the Christmas season, and you can look for more information on both these events, or you can reach out to us at Local Matters, our Facebook page. One other Christmas event coming up, and this would be right in the wheelhouse of your previous co-host. So it's called the Acton Stuffed Stocking Auction. And that's a big title, but really what you've got, it's an annual fundraiser benefiting the Heritage Halton Acton Town Hall Center. So as they're saying, please come out and bid on the great stockings. They're stuffed with goods and gift certificates donated by local businesses and artisans. It's always a fun time. And Mike, we have a local auctioneer, Doug Donaldson, will be at the helm. He's been doing this for a lot of years. It's just a great experience. Everyone's welcome. The preview starts at 1, auction begins at 2. And so as the organizers are saying, there's no need to shop for your Christmas gifts. They're all right here at the Stuffed Stocking Auction. And spoiler alert, this is where you just may catch a glimpse of your former co-host, Clark Somerville.
Absolutely incredible. We'll be looking forward to that. There's no sarcasm in my voice on that one, was there? No, not at all.
That may be edited out. But,
we love Clark. Let's just leave it at that. All right, we're getting ready to get to our first break. We have lots of more information coming up on Local Matters. We have some Blue Box information, from the desk of the counselor here, coming up in our next segment of Local Matters. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and sharing and doing all that great stuff on the Facebook. And we'll be right back after these messages on your TV Halton, which is truly local television.